Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. Today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's probably been in your wallet, purse, or maybe even tucked under your mattress at some point: money. But not just any money, we're talking about United States currency and the historical figures featured on each bill. Welcome to our deep dive into the history behind the presidents featured on United States bill currency. From the iconic $1 bill all the way to the rarely seen $10,000 bill, we're about to meet the men who shaped American history. In this video, we'll explore the lives and legacies of these influential leaders, each in just 60 seconds. Get ready for some fascinating facts, surprising connections, and a whole new appreciation for the faces on your money, so let's get started. Let's start with the big guy himself, George Washington, the face of the $1 bill. Washington was more than just a guy with a powdered wig and a funny smile. He led the Continental Army to victory against the British Empire. Then, he became the first president of the United States, setting key precedents. He insisted on being called Mr. President and established the two-term limit. So next time you pull out a buck, appreciate the man behind the money, George Washington. Next up, we've got Thomas Jefferson gracing the $2 bill. He was a founding father and the primary author of the Declaration of Independence. Yet, he also owned slaves, a hypocrisy that haunted him. The Declaration declared that all men are created equal with unalienable rights. As president, he oversaw the Louisiana Purchase, doubling the nation's size. He sent Lewis and Clark to explore the new territory. Jefferson was a scientist, architect, inventor, and scholar. Despite his contradictions, Jefferson remains a towering figure in American history. All right, moving on to the $5 bill, we've got the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. Now, Lincoln's story is one of resilience, determination, and ultimately, tragedy. Born in a log cabin in Kentucky, Lincoln rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most consequential presidents in American history. He is best known for leading the nation through its darkest hour, the Civil War. Lincoln's unwavering commitment to preserving the Union and ending slavery shaped the course of the nation. His Gettysburg Address, delivered at the dedication of a national cemetery at the site of one of the war's bloodiest battles, is considered a masterpiece of American oratory. Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, issued in 1863, declared that all slaves in Confederate-held territory were to be set free. This bold move changed the course of the war, transforming it from a struggle to preserve the Union into a fight for human freedom. Just days after the end of the Civil War, he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer. Lincoln's legacy continues to inspire and challenge us today. Alexander Hamilton, the $10 founding father. Let's talk about the man on the $10 bill, Alexander Hamilton. Unlike other faces, Hamilton was never president, but he was a founding father powerhouse. Born in the Caribbean, he became George Washington's right-hand man. A brilliant strategist, he advocated for a strong central government. Hamilton was the first Secretary of the Treasury. He got the U.S. out of debt and on the road to economic stability. His life was cut short in a duel with Aaron Burr. Despite his death, his legacy lived on. Remember Hamilton, the immigrant, the visionary, the impactful founding father. Andrew Jackson, the people's president. On the $20 bill, we've got Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. Now, Jackson was a complex and controversial figure, often called the people's president, but also criticized for his policies towards Native Americans. He was a self-made man, rising from poverty to become a war hero and a political force to be reckoned with. Jackson was a man of contradictions. He championed the common man, expanding voting rights to all white men, regardless of property ownership. But Jackson's legacy is also intertwined with the tragic fate of Native Americans. His Indian Removal Act of 1830 led to the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans from their ancestral lands in the Southeast to territories west of the Mississippi River. Despite the controversies, Andrew Jackson remains a significant figure in American history. His face on the $20 bill serves as a reminder of the complexities of American history. Ulysses S. Grant, from general to president. Ulysses S. Grant, the Civil War hero, became the 18th President of the United States. He rose from obscurity to lead the Union to victory. Grant entered politics, becoming president in 1868. As president, he faced the challenge of reconstructing the South. His presidency had both successes and failures. Grant supported the 15th Amendment, granting voting rights to all men. His life was a testament to the complexities of leadership. Now, for the $100 bill, we have Benjamin Franklin, the only person on U.S. currency who wasn't a president. That's right, Franklin never held the highest office, but his impact on American history is undeniable. He was a true polymath, a Renaissance man who excelled in science, invention, writing, diplomacy, and founding a nation. Born in Boston in 1706, Franklin was the epitome of the self-made man. He was a printer, a publisher, a writer, a scientist, an inventor, a diplomat, and a key figure in the American Revolution. Talk about having a full resume. He's probably best known for his experiments with electricity, proving that lightning is a form of electrical discharge. But Franklin's contributions went far beyond flying kites and thunderstorms. During the American Revolution, Franklin played a crucial role as a diplomat, securing the support of France for the American cause. Franklin's legacy is one of innovation, ingenuity, and a commitment to public service. His face on the $100 bill serves as a reminder of the multifaceted nature of American history. William McKinley, a president of change. While you won't find it in your wallet today, the $500 bill once featured William McKinley, the 25th President of the United States. McKinley's presidency, though tragically cut short by assassination, marked a turning point in American history, ushering the nation into a new century and onto the world stage. Elected in 1896, McKinley presided over a period of rapid industrial growth, economic expansion, and overseas expansionism. His administration saw the end of the Spanish-American War, which resulted in the United States acquiring Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines, expanding American influence in the Caribbean and the Pacific. Domestically, he grappled with issues of labor unrest, economic inequality, and the rise of progressivism. While his legacy remains somewhat overshadowed by his successors, Theodore Roosevelt and William Howard Taft, McKinley's presidency was a pivotal period in American history. Grover Cleveland, 2 terms, 1 legacy. While the $1,000 bill is no longer in circulation, it once bore the image of Grover Cleveland, the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. Cleveland's presidency, spanning from 1885 to 1889 and again from 1893 to 1897, was marked by economic turmoil, political upheaval, and a commitment to fiscal conservatism. Known for his honesty, integrity, and opposition to corruption, Cleveland earned the nickname Grover the Good. He vetoed hundreds of bills he deemed unconstitutional or fiscally irresponsible, earning the ire of both Democrats and Republicans. Cleveland's first term saw him grappling with a severe economic depression, the Panic of 1893. Despite the challenges, he remained committed to his principles of fiscal responsibility and limited government intervention. Grover Cleveland's presidency was a time of significant change and challenge. Woodrow Wilson, A Legacy of War and Peace. The $100,000 bill featured Woodrow Wilson, the 28th President of the United States. His presidency from 1913 to 1921 was marked by global war and efforts for lasting peace. Wilson oversaw the Federal Reserve Act, creating the nation's central banking system, and supported the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote. However, his presidency was largely defined by World War I. Wilson declared it a fight to make the world safe for democracy. And there you have it, A whirlwind tour through the lives and legacies of the men and one very accomplished non-president featured on U.S. currency. From the founding fathers to the turn of the 20th century, these figures helped shape the nation we know today, for better or for worse. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey through the faces of American currency. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two and maybe even gained a new appreciation for the stories behind the faces we carry around in our wallets every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more informative content. We'll see you next time.